Picture this, the year is 1961, a time of change and hope in America. As the 60s dawned, the nation was on the cusp of significant transformation. Tensions were high as the Cold War, an enduring global power struggle between the United States and the Soviet Union, gripped the world. The civil rights movement, a fight against racial injustice, was gathering momentum, sparking widespread social change. Simultaneously, the space race, a fierce competition in technological prowess and exploration beyond our world, was in full swing. This was an era defined by its challenges, yet brimming with potential. A time when the American spirit was tested, yet it remained unbroken and resilient. Amidst this tumultuous landscape, a beacon of hope was about to emerge. A young, dynamic leader embodying the optimism and vigor of the nation was stepping into the spotlight. In this backdrop emerges a young and charismatic leader, John F. Kennedy, ready to lead America towards a new frontier. John F. Kennedy, the youngest president ever elected, takes office on January 20th, 1961. A charismatic leader with a magnetic presence, he steps into the role with an air of assurance, ready to steer the nation towards the new frontier. His vision is one of progress and innovation, a future where the American spirit is harnessed to overcome any challenge. In his inaugural address, Kennedy captivates the nation with a call to action that rings out across the decades. He challenges every American with his famous words, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." This isn't just rhetoric, it's a rallying cry, a call to each citizen to contribute to the greater good. Heeding his own call, Kennedy takes action. He establishes the Peace Corps, a volunteer program that sends Americans abroad to assist developing countries. It's a bold move, a testament to his belief in the power of service and the potential for unity in the face of global challenges. But his presidency isn't without its trials. The Bay of Pigs invasion, a failed attempt to overthrow Fidel Castro's regime in Cuba, is a stark reminder of the complexities of international politics. Kennedy learns this lesson firsthand, and it's a setback that would test his resolve. Yet the true test of his leadership comes during the Cuban Missile Crisis. The world watches with bated breath as the United States and the Soviet Union stand on the brink of nuclear war. Kennedy's diplomatic skills are pushed to the limit as he navigates the nation through this perilous period. He manages to defuse the situation, demonstrating a level of diplomatic prowess that averts a global catastrophe. Kennedy, demonstrating his diplomatic skills, manages to avoid a nuclear war, navigating the nation through one of its most dangerous periods. His presidency, marked by both triumphs and trials, serves as a testament to his resilience, his vision, and his unwavering commitment to the nation he serves. While foreign affairs were a major focus, Kennedy also turned his attention to the home front. Amid the turbulent 60s, a time of great upheaval and change, Kennedy found himself thrust into the heart of the civil rights movement. Kennedy, initially cautious on the subject, began to understand the urgency of the movement. He recognized the moral crisis, the deep-seated injustice that was tearing the country apart. It was a time when the United States stood on the brink of a moral precipice, and Kennedy, as president, was the man charged with leading the nation forward. In June of 1963, Kennedy took a bold step. He addressed the nation on television, calling for comprehensive civil rights legislation. It was a momentous occasion, the President of the United States speaking directly to the American people about the moral issue of the century. "We are confronted primarily with a moral issue," he said. "It is as old as the scriptures and is as clear as the American Constitution." Kennedy's relationship with Martin Luther King Jr., the leading figure of the civil rights movement, was complex and nuanced. While they shared the same ultimate goal, equality for all, their methods differed. Kennedy, bound by political considerations, often had to tread carefully. King, on the other hand, was a man of action, a man who believed in the power of peaceful protest. Despite their differences, they had a mutual respect and understanding. In the end, Kennedy's presidency marked a turning point in the fight for civil rights. His administration saw the introduction of the Civil Rights Act, a landmark piece of legislation that outlawed discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. It was a significant step forward, but it was only the beginning. Kennedy's commitment to civil rights would leave a lasting impact on American society. His words and actions laid the groundwork for the progress that was to come. Today, we remember Kennedy not only as a president, but as a leader who dared to confront the difficult issues, who dared to dream of a fairer, more equitable America. However, the promise of the Kennedy era would come to a tragic end. A gloom descended upon the world on November 22, 1963, when John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. The young president, full of hope and potential, was abruptly taken from the world stage. Kennedy's death was not just an American tragedy, but a global one. People across the globe mourned his untimely passing. In America, the nation was plunged into shock. The vibrant leader, whose youthful energy had symbolized a new era, was gone. People gathered in homes, schools, and churches, united by a shared sense of grief and loss. The assassination marked an abrupt end to the era of optimism and hope that Kennedy had ushered in, leaving the nation and the world to grapple with the harsh reality of his absence. Kennedy's life was cut short, but his legacy would live on. Despite his short time in office, Kennedy's impact is still felt today. A beacon of youthful energy and unyielding spirit, he left a legacy that continues to resonate in the annals of American history. His championing of civil rights legislation, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, broke down barriers and paved the way for a more equitable society. His dream of a diverse America where everyone is judged by their character, not their skin color, remains a guiding principle. On the international front, Kennedy's influence on US foreign policy is unquestionable. His handling of the Cuban Missile Crisis averted a potential nuclear war, demonstrating his commitment to peaceful resolutions. His vision of a world where nations resolve conflicts through dialogue and cooperation continues to shape our global outlook. John F. Kennedy, a leader who embodied the spirit of American optimism and who continues to inspire future generations.